when I first came to Thailand, it wasn't really that many people that look like me here. Not a lot of black people here. I would say my most asked question is, how do I make money while I'm in Thailand? And to answer that question, provide a life where everybody can do what they love and still live comfortably. So the dating pool for people who only date black women is bigger. This is gonna be my wife right here, y'all. She don't know it yet. She gonna be my wife. But anyway, y'all. What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since y'all done heard from me, but we all good here in Thailand. It's a beautiful day here, and we decided to just come to the beach. And I'm just gonna catch y'all up on what's been going on. Let's go. All right, for those y'all who are new to the channel, my name is Nico, and I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. So I started my travel journey around this time in 2022. All right, so in the last few years, I done traveled around several different countries, visiting all around Asia and South Asia. Just check out my channel, you will see all the places I've been. All right, so I've been in many different countries, and Thailand is by far my favorite country. Even before coming to Thailand, I traveled all throughout Asia and several countries in Africa. About 3 months ago, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna chill, stop traveling for a minute, and just take some time and stay in Thailand. All right, so I've been in Thailand for the last 3 months, just chilling, y'all, just chilling, and I really love it here. You know what I'm saying? I really love it. Many of y'all might know I met Cher a year ago and jumped in, and yeah, so we've been taking this time to really focus on our relationship and getting to know each other more and see where we're going to take this relationship, see what's the next step, So when I first came to Thailand, it wasn't really that many people that look like me here, not a lot of black people here, So it's good to see that a lot of black people are, traveling more in general and deciding to visit Thailand, I get a lot of messages on Instagram, but people just asking me for advice and things like that, when moving here to Thailand, I would say my most asked question is, how do I make money while I'm in Thailand? And to answer that question, I'm going to put an ebook out. So be looking forward to that. That's one of the projects that I've been working on these last few weeks. That's one of the reasons that I haven't been putting out YouTube videos, is I've been really focused on this ebook because I want to make it very detailed and put everything in this ebook that you will need to, be successful if you stick with it. So just be looking out for the ebook. I hope it help a lot of y'all make some money and build some passive income so you can go anywhere in the world that you want to go, not just Thailand. Aside from building up this ebook that I've been doing, I also started writing my novel. I've been starting to write a book, get into writing and things like that. I feel like I have a really creative mind, and a lot to share. So combining my creativity and the things I have to share, I just started writing books, y'all. So this is my second book that I'm writing. The first one, I still have it, but it's still going through the editing process. So be looking out for that too. I'm gonna be putting that out, putting the books out and things like that. If you're really into reading, things like that, you might enjoy that. You might enjoy the book. So be looking out for that. But a little advice that I have to give for people that's coming out here to Thailand is, first thing I would have to say, Bangkok is a beautiful place. Bangkok is a fun place, but Thailand is more than just Bangkok. Thailand is just more than just Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya, and Chiang Mai. Those are the main places that everybody likes to come to when they first come to Thailand. Although those places are beautiful, Thailand is way more than that. So when you come out here to Thailand, you might hit Bangkok. You're going to hit Bangkok first most of the time. But after you hit Bangkok, try to go to some other places around, try to hit some of these smaller towns once you feel comfortable and things like that, so you can really dive into the culture and things like that. A lot of people talking about it's a popular topic right now, talking about how expensive Thailand is. From my point of view, it's not that expensive. It depends on how you spend your money and how you live in life. Because yes, it's gonna be just expensive. It's gonna be just as expensive if you live in the exact same way that you live in America. It might be a little bit cheaper, but not that much cheaper. Take my word for it. If you're still eating Western food and things like that, you gotta understand that this stuff is imported. So when they import things, a lot of times it might be even more expensive than it is if you get it from where you're from. So with that being said, if you come into a new country, try to experience some new things. Try to dive into that culture. Whether it's Thailand or any other country that you might visit. dive into the culture, and and then you will see where you start saving money and things like that. And another big misconception people have when coming to Thailand is the street food gonna get you sick. I'm gonna say this: out of all the years I've been coming to Thailand, I've never gotten sick from street food, never. And I've eaten some of the most local places that you can think of. In all my travel, I've never gotten sick from street food. The couple of times that I have gotten sick is from actual restaurants, not street food. And, so that's a big misconception that that a lot of people have when coming to Thailand. They're really scared about eating the street food. I would say if you want to dive into the street food and you're a little bit nervous about it, go to the markets. The markets a lot of times are really clean and things like that, and you have a lot of variety of things you can try, and it's at a really inexpensive price. So check out some of the markets and things like that, and then you can save a lot of money. That's what you want to do, save a lot of money. You can get a little taste of different of the local food, the local cuisines, and then that's how you find out what you like, because you're not gonna know if you like it or not if you'll never taste it. You know what I mean? So I would recommend this. Okay, so a lot of beginners when they first come to Thailand, they like to eat pad kapow, pad thai. Those normally the first couple things that people like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So try those out. And if you don't like spicy, let them know that you don't want it too spicy, and they'll hook it up for you. Then just build from there. You'll start learning your palate and things like that, because for me being in Thailand and Asia for as long as I have, my palate has changed a little bit as well, because I can handle way more spicier than I could before coming here. So another question that I get asked often, super often, is do I miss home and do I plan on returning home? And the answer to that is not really. I miss my family and things like that, but a lot of times I just talk to them on voice call or video call, and I try to encourage them to travel and come out here, because I feel like if they come out here, they ain't gonna want to leave. They'll enjoy it as just as much as I enjoy it. So that's one thing that I try to encourage my family to do. So yeah, I do miss home sometimes, but not as much as some people might think. Once you get out here, and once you find your peace and things like that, you're not gonna really want to go back to the chaos that you might be feeling in the States. A lot of y'all might have been wondering like what I've been doing for the last few weeks. I went home and came back in like a week. I went home for like a few days and came back, because I do have business and things that I handle back in the States, you know what I mean? And some stuff I feel like it's easier and better to do in person than it is to do it on the phone. So I do go back home every now and then, but when I do go home, it's literally for less than a week. Most time it's less than a week. I don't go home for a long time and things like that, because when I'm home, I start to miss being abroad, And when you move out of those bigger cities, you start to spend less money already, So I live in Rayong. It's a beautiful beach town. Most of the foreigners that you see here are going to be like expats, people who actually live here. Not too many visitors, and tourists. There's not too many tourists here. So most of the people that I meet here that are from somewhere else, they live here. You know what I mean? And I prefer that over a lot of tourists, because where there's a lot of tourists at, generally the prices of things are going to cost more, And I come to the beach like this and just chill. I'll show y'all real quick. This is the beach. So as y'all can see, it's not that many people on the beach. It's pretty empty. There's a lot of local people here, and the foreigners that you see here, they live here. They live here. And this is my view. I like to come here. Sometimes I come to this beach maybe 2 times a week, and sometimes more than that. I come here. It's a cafe back there, and I just go to the cafe. I can just work a little bit online and just take in this nice breeze, from the sea. It's a windy day today, so it's a lot more windy than it usually be. When this water is calm, as y'all see, when this water is calm right here, when this water is calm, that water is clear, crystal clear. You can see all the way down to the bottom. It's clear like that. So it's a windy day today, a lot of wind and things like that. So you got the waves and things like that out there. But on a calm day, it's beautiful, y'all. It's beautiful and the water is clear. So this is my go-to beach. I come here and I just kick it. So another question I get asked very often is about dating, the dating life here, the dating scene here in Thailand. Way I date here is just, date the same way you would date anywhere else. Use your head. Use common sense. You know, dating here is really no different than dating anywhere else. You know, the women here, you come over here and you think all the women here are gonna be, you know, submissive and sweet, but it's not that. You know what I mean? A lot of women, they're not like that. Or sometimes they might just be playing the game. They just be playing the game because they know that's what you expect. They see social media just like we see social media. They don't live under a rock, so they know what the men coming here, what they expect. So a lot of times you just gotta be able to read through that and see the person for who they actually are, and kind of like, you know, try to figure if they being all sweet and things like that. You got to try to figure out if that's how they really are, or if they being like that just because they know you expect them to be that way. If that makes sense. But yeah, the women here, they run game and things like that too. As far as the women dating Thai men or dating for foreign women, I'm not too sure about that or how that's working, or you know, or how that worked for them. But I will say this right here. When I first came to Thailand, I only dated black women from America. That was just here in Thailand, almost like school teachers and things like that. So when you date people that's here visiting or people that's here just working, a lot of the times those people not here permanently. You know what I mean? So you start a relationship and you start growing with that person, and then boom, they gotta leave. Or they decide, okay, you know, this was just a little, you know, fun little thing. You know, I'm going back to America, and I don't plan on going back to America. So those relationships weren't long lived, you know. So at that point, I realized, okay, I'm gonna have to, you know, open up my what's it called? At that point, I thought I'm gonna have to open up my dating pool a little bit more. So you live in Thailand, you got to open your mind up to date some Asians if you only date black. So I dated, you know, Thai girls here and there. Things didn't work out, and then I got blessed with what I like, a black woman. You know, that's just my preference. I really prefer when I'm married to be, you know, to be a black woman. You know, so what you decide to do, that's all on you. You know, but I will say this right here. Like I said before, it's a lot more Western and American women and coming here. So the dating pool for people who only date black women is bigger. It's, you know, it's more broad. You know, it's because it's a lot more coming here and staying here long term. So, you know, there's that. So Sheridan came back with the food. And Sheridan also playing in the sand. What you get, baby? So you got some grilled chicken right there. Grilled chicken. That's sticky rice, right? Sticky rice. There's some tongue. Open it up, man. What's it called? Soup no mai. Oh, okay. So this not some tongue. This made with bamboo. It's called soup no mai, right? Soup no mai. It's probably spicy, right? It's spicy, right? Yeah, it's spicy. See, when I first came here, I tried papaya salad with some tongue for the first time, and it was so spicy it brought tears to my eyes. The food here, it can be extremely spicy, y'all. All right, so I got the lab mu, y'all. That's like a sour, spicy pork salad. It's minced pork, and it's one of my favorite things to eat here in Thailand, y'all. So, like I said before, you come to Thailand, try some different foods and things like that, and then you find out what you like, what you don't like, or what you like that you didn't even know that you would like. Because a lot of this stuff, I didn't even know I would like it, like lab. You know, I've seen people eating it many, many times, you know, and then when I finally tried, I was like, damn, I see why they like this. So then I started eating it. And y'all, this is pretty much our days right here on the beach, doing a little work here and there, you know what I mean? Normally I might have like a laptop where Cher might be doing her work on laptop, you know. She's still doing her modeling thing and things like that. So, you know, she be busy, you know. So I love that though. I love it. I love that she, you know, she still be grinding, doing her thing, doing what she loves. I love that, you know what I'm saying? I love that you still be doing what you love, you know. You know, that's my whole goal anyway, you know what I'm saying? You know, get a family, you know what I'm saying? Provide a life where everybody can do what they love and still live comfortably, you know? So, and plus, I'm the type of, like, I always been this way. I always been this way right here. If I'm with somebody seriously, or marriage or anything like that. It was like this is my first marriage. I don't want my wife to be working for nobody. I don't want my wife to be working for nobody. So either she have her own business, I can help her grow her own business, or we can grow our own business together. If it's something that she want to delve into that I can, help support, I'd rather do that, and she make her own money and not have a boss than, her going to clock in somewhere, And so that's why I always work hard. So when I'm with somebody, fiance, marriage, in this case, this is gonna be my wife right here, y'all. She don't know it yet. She gonna be my wife. But anyway, y'all. Like I just don't want my woman working for nobody, y'all. And it's simple as that, Live, y'all. If you eat spicy food out here, let me tell you this. This is secret to eating spicy food right here. Let me take this off. Let me take this off so y'all can see it. Right here. This is secret to eating spicy food right here, y'all. Thai tea. Get you a Thai tea. It's gonna bring that spiciness down. It's super sweet. It's a good taste though. Eat something spicy. Your mouth start burning a little bit too much. Take a little sip of Thai tea. You're gonna be alright.
This help too.
Sure said they help too. She got the cover on it. That's matcha. Matcha. So for me, I still haven't gotten into drinking the matcha. I tried to drink it. It just got like a earthy grass taste to me. I don't really like it like that. But I don't know. People love matcha though. It don't taste bad. It's just I rather if I had a choice between matcha and something else, I'm gonna choose something else every time. But anyways, y'all, this is our day. So for those of you who are new to the channel, as I said in the beginning, I'm Nico. That's Afro Sir, and that's little Austin over there playing in the sand. And I appreciate y'all for checking out the channel. Go back and check out some of my older videos, y'all. Go back and check out some of the older videos. I got a lot of content from a lot of different other countries. Go back and check some out. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace.